factor 50.
Hey, we're Jack and Madison, and in June 2022, we left our jobs to travel full-time. Our first stop is Canada, so come with us as we hike, bike and run around beautiful British Columbia for the next 6 months.
Good morning. We have just got to a place called Joffre Lakes. I believe I am pronouncing that correctly. So Joffrey Lakes is a really pretty provincial park. So like we went to Golden Ears last week, so that was a provincial park. We're now at Joffrey, so you have to get a day pass to be able to come, just to like control the numbers in summer. It looks really, really pretty, so hopefully it lives up to its expectations. We have had a bit of a busy morning because the next 48 hours are a little bit all over the place. So we left West Vancouver at 7 AM. We had Jack's bike in the back of the car. We've dropped off the bike to Whistler to a nice man who's offered to store Jack's bike for like $20 for the night, because we can't have it in the car with us, because we are staying in the back of this tonight at I think it's Nairn Falls. Again, don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is kind of halfway between here and Whistler. And then tomorrow Jack is going for round 2 at Whistler Bike Park. So yeah, busy.
And you're going to be going to the top.
Yeah, and I'm hopefully going to be going up to the top on the gondola, because as nice as it is down the bottom, I feel like I can't go to Whistler and not go up the top, so that's the plan. But for today, we're hiking, swimming, and we've picked like the worst time to do this. So it's supposed to reach like 35 degrees today, and for 2 very pale people, hiking in 35-degree heat is not ideal. So we've got lots of water, factor 50 sun cream, loads of bug spray because we've literally been here 10 minutes and we've been attacked. But yeah, I'm excited to go and see what the lakes look like. I've heard that the Google makes them look like, is it Gatorade? Is that like Gatorade blue? So yeah, and they're really cold, so that's always nice on a hot day. Our hike at Joffrey Lakes was a big success. It was a really nice hike, kind of a, would you say it was a bang for your buck hike, like you saw a lot? Yeah. Yeah. So it was, yeah, so it was 5.5 miles, and you saw the lower lake, middle lake and upper lake, and they were all really nice. We had lunch at the upper lake, and then we swam in the middle lake. Well, swam. Some of us went for a swim, others built themselves up for literally what felt like half an hour to literally just get their like torso in. Anyway, highly recommend Joffrey Lake. It was by far the busiest hike that we've done since we've been here, but it was nice. It was kind of nice, not like because it was busy, we didn't have to worry about making loads of noise for the bears. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Anyway, we've driven half an hour from North Pemberton to just kind of South Pemberton, maybe? And this is where we're staying for the night. So this is our campsite. There is Jiffy. That is our 5-star accommodation. Yeah, we've been eaten alive. We've probably been here for like an hour and a half, and I've doused myself in bug spray, so that's always good. Mosquitoes loved me. I don't know if you can see. Yeah. Jack's put up his hammock, and I will give you a full Jiffy tour of our sleeping arrangement when she's actually set up. This guy here has been trying to think of ways to rig up his hammock, which he bought, because there's no rope. So he's currently using his bike lock, and is he going to take his weight? Oh, it's it's creaking. Jack and I have both had stand-up back of the car showers. How was your shower?
Cold. Yeah.
This was the shower. So
with a little privacy.
Yeah. So we've got changed into something that hopefully the bugs won't bite through, and now we're having our gourmet dinner prepared yesterday by me. So we have pasta, vegetable pasta, and a potato salad. Gourmet.
Bon appetit.
Jack and I are painfully playing cards again, but we only know 2 games which you can play with 2 people. So and what are they? What are the games called?
Crazy 8.
Crazy 8?
Maybe. And gin rummy.
Gin rummy.
Or
so
rummy?
something like that. So we've been playing those now for basically 5 weeks.
I'm not sure we fully know the rules of those either.
I still can't grasp it. I'm useless at cards. Anything with numbers in, I freak out. So yeah, if you have any suggestions of card games with that can be played with 2 players,
Let us know.
please do let us know before we go insane. Or Jack loses the will to live when I think I've won, get a bit cocky, present my cards, and he's like, I don't think you fully understand. That's happened quite a few times. So I promised you a tour of our 5-star accommodation this evening. So let me take you on a tour of the setup. Here we are, pitch 41. A nice picnic bench, which is a bit wobbly and has a slightly terrifying sign on it. So yeah, we just can't leave any food out. A fire pit. We don't have any wood. We did have the option to buy some, but we kind of declined because we don't have chairs, so we'd have anywhere to sit round the fire. And then here we are. Here's Jiffy. Really, really lovely curtains. Like just such a lovely fabric. Microfiber, I think that one is. So this is the patio area. we haven't got it open at the moment. Another luxurious window. And then here you go, you just open her up like this. And there we have it. A lovely king-sized thick mattress. Feet that definitely are not touching the patio.
Not at all.
How is it?
Not good. It's really hot in here as well.
So yeah, there we go.
The windows are going to have to be open.
Okay. Well, you know, MTV. Welcome to my crib and all that.
Can't wait.
And then, yeah, we'll just... Oh, the curtain on this side though.
Well, no, I've done a great job.
A plank of wood.
I did a great job.
What wood is that?
Really? Good luck.
Good lord. So there you are. There is the tour of our camping setup in Jiffy. So yeah, it's not luxurious, but we kind of like it. We'll report back in the morning after sleeping in her and then having to go and hike and mountain bike in Whistler. Oh my goodness, he's trying to open the window. And then our snazzy curtain, it's not really letting much airflow through. But all joking aside, hostels and, well, hotels, but hostels which we were looking at in Whistler are really, really expensive. You can't get anything for like less than $150 a night, and that's just way too much money. So this campsite was $22 plus like a reservation fee and maybe some taxes. I think it was just shy of $30. So there we go, and we spent maybe like $30 on the airbed. So it's cheap and cheerful, but we're not here for 5-star accommodation. We're here for an outdoor adventure.
I'm going on an adventure!
Good morning. I thought I would give you a review of how the night in our 5-star car went. We got into bed probably about 9 o'clock, maybe a bit before 8:30, because we were getting eaten alive outside on the picnic bench. Despite having layers on and bug spray, we're just both covered in mosquito bites. So we decided that we would hop on into our humble abode, and it was just roasting. So we mocked up these kind of, put the window down with a blanket, which was kind of letting in a bit of a breeze, but it didn't cool down probably until like midnight, 1 AM. We then had to do the windows up, because when you're camping out here, you're supposed to lock all of your food in your car, but we're staying in the car, and while we don't really have that much food, we still do have some. We have like granola bars. I have like a tub of like berries and nuts, which is like, you know, what bears love to eat, or at least they love berries. So yeah, we had to do the windows up. Oh, and I did forget to point out one lovely feature of our accommodation. We've got a skylight. So we managed to crack this open slightly, which was letting a little bit of air in. I was feeling really, really hot and almost like a bit panicky, because it was just like sweltering. We were both just sweating, which was really gross. But once it cooled down, we actually had a really good night's sleep. Jack kind of has the issue that he's too long for this, so he just struggled with not being able to stretch his legs out, and I feel fine. I feel like I maybe had 7 hours sleep, and I'm feeling quite refreshed. So yeah, I think we're gonna give this another go in maybe a week's time. We're unsure whether we're gonna be in this car or on like a rooftop tent at the moment, but that will be for 2 nights. But yeah, It's not awful. Would have we had maybe a better night in a hotel? Yeah. Was this an experience? Yeah. And we're leaving the mozzie-ridden campsite and we're heading to Whistler, where there's little to no mozzies.
Hello.
I'm going up there, and it's going to be my first time on a proper like chairlift, not a gondola, and I'm doing it on my own. Ah. There we go, made it. Just got off now.
What? Huh? So many sniper rings and rocks. Like that. Just lost the point. This is the last lift of the day, so I'm currently coming down the Black Comb gondola, and I am really glad that I decided to come and do this today. So for a hiking day pass, I think it was $89, and I wasn't going to do it because I thought it was a bit steep just to kind of use the gondolas to come up, but and I do think it is still quite expensive, but I've had a good time. I'm glad that I've seen Whistler kind of up high, looking down. It's also been super hot today, so it's just been nice to kind of get up in the mountains where it's still really warm, but probably like 5 degrees cooler than it is sort of down there, because it was just unbearable down there. So yeah, Jack's actually finished biking, so for once I'm the one that's holding us up. I don't know, hopefully he's had a good day. I am feeling a little bit disappointed that I haven't seen any bears though, but it's so hot, it's like 35 degrees, and to be fair, if I was wearing a fur coat, I'd probably just want to stay in my den all day. So yeah, was hoping to see some bears from the gondola, but you know, that's just the way it goes. That's a bear. I was just saying I haven't seen one, and there it is. Ignore everything I just said. as I literally stopped filming, saying that I haven't seen a bear, I saw one. Literally like just by the halfway section of the lifts, where it stops. There's just one like munching on some grass. So yeah, I've seen my first bear.